Hi guys, and welcome back to Gardening Suburbia. I'm Amanda, and today I'm going to be going ahead and harvesting all of my lovely carrots. This is my first year successfully growing carrots. I did a method that I got from Roots and Refuge Farm with Jessica Sowards. Basically, you pre-moisten the soil, you add your seeds, and then you put a board or cardboard on top of the seeds and wait for them to germinate. This makes it so that if it rains, the seeds won't just wash away, and it worked perfectly, and I'm super excited to be getting a harvest of carrots. One thing I did notice, I did already pull a few carrots up yesterday just to see how they were doing. They have green tops on them, like the heads of the carrots are green, and this is due to the sun actually being able to see the tops of the carrots. Here, let me pull one up for you guys. So as you can see, the top of this carrot is just slightly green, and this is due to the sun being able to see the heads of the carrots. This is basically the production of chlorophyll. So I'm going to be cutting off most of this green portion and then composting it. The stalks I'm going to actually save, and these are going to be added to beef broths and vegetable broths just to give this a little more flavor, and just so that I'm not wasting parts of the plant that can be used. Although I'm not going to be eating these directly, they are going to be adding a lot of flavor to things that I will use. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest all my carrots. So, something else that I wanted to mention is that when carrots start to do this crazy thing where they're splitting, it's because they're in search of water and they're not being watered regularly. I tried my best to water this bed. This bed is not set up with irrigation, so anytime I did go ahead and water my pots that do not have the irrigation system set up to them, I went ahead and watered this bed, but obviously I needed to give it a little more love. That is probably the biggest carrot I have ever grown, and he has got some crazy legs. So as I'm going with this, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the larger carrots, or what seems to be the larger ones, and try to leave the smaller ones that still haven't grown quite as large of a base to them, in the hopes that they do continue to grow. I'm going to be reseeding this area with some other items. I think I've got a whole bunch of cosmic purple carrots that I can go ahead and put in this area. Pulled him. I'm going to try to replant him. Maybe he'll keep growing. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and try to cover up the base of the plant pretty well, just so that they do not get that green hue to them and making them a little less inedible. I am going to save quite a bit of the green just because I will be throwing a lot of these into stir fries and soups. So I don't think it's going to affect the flavor of those quite so much if I still use some of the green. So for a first time harvest of carrots, although some are quite small, there are a few large ones. I would say this is pretty dang good for a first year of growing carrots, and successfully doing so. I've got some purples, I've got some light yellows, some oranges, and some white ones. So it's going to be a good color array and tons of foliage. I'm probably not going to save all of this green. I'll probably end up putting a lot of this into the compost. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. So my cucumbers are going crazy. I am reusing this lawn decoration that I got from my boyfriend's parents. They used it to hang wine bottles on. I'm gonna go ahead and use it to hang my cucumbers on. But I think I have a cucumber in here that is ready. These are my little pickling cucumbers. And then I realized I also planted some potato melons. This guy is so funky looking, and I've never had one. Last year they died before they actually could fruit, so I will get to try the potato melons this year. So I don't know if you guys remember, but these are the potatoes that we planted at the beginning of the season, and they are starting to flower. So these are starting to flower. I think I've read that potato flowers are actually kind of poisonous, so they're not edible, but it's pretty cool. I'll be interested to see if the color of flower correlates with the type of potato, because I think I saw like a yellowish type flower on one of these plants. We'll see.